going on? It's Jack here. Now, it's been a while. I know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get these videos out as much as I can. Hopefully I can get back on the grind and do about 3 videos a week. I'm sorry for the wait. I know it's been like a week or two between some of my videos. I've also got my sort of like vlog from PAX. If you guys didn't know, I went to PAX, which is like a gaming convention. I need to edit that as well and put that up. So it's a few weeks late now. I'm sorry, but have been a bit busy with other stuff, doing the Facebook group and just taking care of students and things like that, and my own personal online stuff. So we're going to get right into this video. Now this video is going to be all about just a question that I get asked a lot, and that is, should I sell on the US market? Should I sell, or should I sell on the Aussie market? The main argument for that is they're not sort of, there's kind of just thinking, which one is going to be the best. And not only that, a lot of people are thinking, and this comes from students, students of mine, this comes from people in the Facebook group, this comes from random people who message me, and it just basically all stems down to, is it worth launching in the Aussie marketplace? So I'm just going to show you guys, I'm only going to need one product for this, just to show you how I think about the Aussie market compared to the US market, and you guys can just go along and play from there. And I'm just going to try and teach you guys how I think about this kind of thing, and you have to think about it long term. And I'm going to show you why. So, first question: should you launch in the US market or in the Aussie market? Now, you can still launch in the US market, of course. There's so much opportunity there when it comes to launching in the in the Aussie, in the Amazon marketplace in the US. There's so much money to be made, and the main argument for not launching in the Aussie marketplace is there going to be enough customers? There's not enough revenue on these products. There's not enough sales. There's not enough sales volume, and it's just not going to be worth it. I'm not going to be making any sales. So the main argument is, should I launch in the US or in the Aussie marketplace? Now, for my students and for my course, it's just it teaches you how to launch in the US marketplace, and it also teaches you how to take that sales knowledge and put it to the Aussie marketplace. But now I'm turning it basically, and if you guys haven't seen about it yet, it's in the Facebook group. I'm talking about how I'm just going to be converting it all to just the Aussie Amazon, because I just want you guys to grasp the opportunity that's coming into the Aussie marketplace. So my answer is, if you're American, the US marketplace, and you know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to launch. Definitely launch your product in there, because like I said, there's still money to be made. I'm just letting you guys know it's going to be a little bit harder to break into certain categories, to break into a lot of categories than is the Aussie marketplace. So if you're Australian, or if you're looking to sell in the Aussie marketplace, I would definitely start pushing towards the Aussie marketplace. I'm going to show you guys why. So the main argument I get is, and this is all I've done for this product. So all I did for this is on the US marketplace. All I did was go to the new release bestsellers, and I went to pet supplies, and I had a look at this here. I had a look at the products, and what would be a good fulfillment by Amazon, and an FBA product that I could sell. This one looked quite decent, so I had a look at that, and I brought up the eGrow numbers. And if you're not sure what eGrow is, I talk about it in other videos. It's just it's a cheaper version than what Jungle Scout is. It works exactly the same. And so I pulled on the US marketplace. This is how much this product is doing. I think it said it was number 16 or so on the bestseller rank. I think it was. Sorry, not in the bestseller rank, in the new releases. So this is a revenue each month. So 18,500, in sales each month. And I think this is more accurate. If you were to pull this up on Jungle Scout, it would probably be 3 times the amount of this. I think this is more of an accurate number. And just put it this way, that's the revenue. The profit margin would probably be somewhere between 40 to 60%. Let's just say half of that is actual profit. So it's pretty decent for a what was it, a $15 item, $14.99. Yep, $15 item. So they're the kind of numbers you're looking at on US Amazon. And this is what I'm going to do. I haven't checked this out yet, but I'm just going to type in dog toothbrush to see how many of these types of toothbrushes there are. So that one only had 9 reviews. So similar ones I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a double pack. 8, 9, 10, 11 down there. So there's 25 pages worth. So already, a product like that Obviously, it's going to be hard. There are definitely ways you can differentiate your product and get it out into the market and get interest in it. Start taking a portion of that, of those sales, and start growing your brand from there. Now, I want to show you guys the Aussie Amazon, and I'm going to show you guys the numbers on that, and I'm going to show you guys my thought process when I go into the Aussie Amazon. So, I've typed in dog toothbrush. I'm trying to find the exact same product as what the US Amazon had. I'm trying to find this similar one here. So I went through. I haven't looked at this yet, how many there are. So I've got one. So we got one. It's 20 pages worth. Two. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the same company or the same brand. Three. That's a double pack. And we're already on page. So there was like, what was there, like 9 or 10 or so on the first page in US. So 3, I think that was 4. So in 3 pages we've got 4. And the thing is, none of these have reviews on them at all. This one had 9 reviews and was doing 18,500 revenue. So this just goes to show, and I'm going to pull up the numbers as well. This just goes to show just how new this market is. And that's the main argument that I get, is that there's no sales velocity. There's not enough customers. I'm not going to make any sales. So I'm going to pull this up. And this is the one that we saw. So that's the one. So this is on the first page. This is the top. This is the top list, and the one that shows up right at the top, because the one that's going to make the most sales is the one that's going to basically show up first, with which obviously got a better price, and it's going to be more competitive, and it's going to be the things that customers see first. So this is the top one. And as you can see here, it's not even FBAs. So by the looks of it, it's not even going to have Amazon Prime, which you are eligible for Amazon Prime in Amazon Australia now. And by the looks of it, they're not making any sales yet, so this might be a relatively new product. But as you can see, the numbers here, not very, very low. There's barely any sales at all compared to the US Amazon. If I was to go back to that and go to dog toothbrush, pull up the numbers for this, you'll see the difference in the sales velocity. It's going to be a lot higher. So you see 14,000, 7,000. Now these aren't the same ones, obviously. These aren't the same dog toothbrushes, but as you can see, you've got dog toothpaste as well. But you can just see by the sheer numbers, the sales, the reviews, the revenue, just how different it is. And the main argument I get, like I was saying before, is Jack, I don't think I'm going to launch in the Aussie Amazon market yet, because there's just not enough sales velocity. I can't I can't fit in with the criteria that's in the course, and this is why I'm changing it all around to fit with the Aussie Amazon, because I just need to point out to you guys that that's the whole point of why I'm pushing it so much, because there's no velocity, there's no customer base yet, the sales aren't there yet. This is why it's a golden opportunity for you guys to launch in the Aussie marketplace, because put it this way, so what you're seeing now, when there's no reviews, there's not many people buying. Well, there are still people buying, still a lot of people buying, but nowhere near as much as the US Amazon just yet. But what you see here, this is exactly what this US Amazon was like back when it first started. I'm not sure if that was 6 to 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago when it first started, but the US Amazon was at this point, and the people, there were people back then in this same position where they had the opportunity to launch. Now you're more accessible with things like Alibaba, and you can easily do fulfillment by Amazon. You can get it sorted, you can get your brand logo up, you can get professional photos done, and it's just so much easier. You can get your reviews done. If you live in Australia, it's going to be that much easier for you guys to start taking over this market, get your reviews, build your brand, and just really dominate the market. Because when this customer base starts growing, when you've got when you're going to start to see numbers like 2,000 per month, 5,000 per month, in revenue, 10,000, 50,000, it's going to start growing. And especially in the next 12 months, 2 years, even 2 to 5 year period, this right now is the golden opportunity that you guys need to just grab a hold of and just get that product out there, because the numbers that you see on the US Amazon, which I showed you before, that is going to show up on the Aussie on the Aussie Amazon. And that's why I'm converting my course to the Aussie Amazon only, because my most successful student at the moment, he's number 1 in his bestseller for the Aussie market, and he's already making I'm going to be doing an interview with him. He's already making $400 to $500 profit per week, and that's on the Aussie Amazon. And a lot of people are saying that, the sales velocity isn't there. So I might do a video on how I would search for criteria when it comes to the Aussie Amazon, because it's going to be a little bit different to the US Amazon. But that is my main argument. That is my answer. If you are looking for whether to launch in the US Amazon or the Aussie Amazon, what I'm going to tell you guys before I answer that is you guys need to have patience, and you need to trust that the market will grow, because it will grow. And Australia is late on the bandwagon with a lot of things, and that includes shopping online. That includes using Amazon and using things like Amazon Prime, and really taking a hold of those the online deals and shopping online. And they're just late to the bandwagon. That's just Australia with anything else. With a lot of online stuff, they're late to it. But you guys have to really think about the Aussie Amazon. The whole website only launched late last year. It only launched in November last year, so it's only been not even a year. I think it's a couple of weeks away from being a full year that it's launched, and it's already grown significantly from there. But it's only going to velocity is only going to grow, and the opportunity right now, it's just like I've been saying this whole video, and like I've been saying in prior videos, it's just a golden opportunity. So my answer for you guys: do you launch in the US Amazon? Do you launch in the Aussie Amazon? For a better opportunity, I'm saying launch in the Australian Amazon marketplace. Sure, you might not get the same sales velocity straight away, but if you get yourself set up, you're going to get set up for the future. And if you're serious about creating an Amazon business, this is definitely going to be the way to go. You have to think of it more long term, and that's all these a lot of my students and a lot of people in the Facebook, or a lot of people that talk to me, they just want just straight away, just get in there, start selling. I want to make all these fat stacks. I want to make all these all this money from these sales right now. You have to think about it long term. You have to be patient. You have to put in the work. It's a lot of work. You have to grow it, and then you'll reap the rewards of all that work that you've put in over time. So trust in the process. But I'm going to say it again. My answer: if you're looking at if you're just starting on Amazon, if you're looking to sell in the US or in the Aussie marketplace, especially if you're living in Australia, do it in the Aussie marketplace. So if you are interested in the course that I've been talking about, it's going to be the first link down below. It's my personal course, and like I said, I've got student success in there already, and that includes students who have launched in the Aussie marketplace, and they're doing well in that too. So stay tuned for that interview that I'm going to be doing with my student. He was actually my very first student who enrolled. I'm very proud of him. He's doing well. He's putting the work, and he's getting results for his Amazon business in Australia. So that's all I want to say for this video, guys. I probably dragged on a bit longer than I wanted to, but I hope I'm really just drilling into your brains that you need to take a hold of this opportunity that Amazon Australia is giving us. If you want to start an online business, this is the way to go. This is for any category. Check out, do the exact same method that I did. Go through and look at the new release bestsellers. You just type it into Google, Amazon new release bestsellers. See what's selling on the US marketplace. Then go and check out the numbers on the use eGrow. Go and check out the numbers. If you don't know what eGrow is as well, it's going to be a second link down below. So check that out as well. It's a very, very powerful tool and cheap as well. I only pay about $40 a month, and then it gives you the database. It gives you the Chrome extension like what I've got here, and just it gives you so many tools that you can use for US and the Aussie Amazon, which a lot of software doesn't. So like I said, go and use that technique. See what's selling in the US, then see how it's doing in the Aussie market. But like I said, it's so new. There are so many different products that there's so much potential there. I can't reiterate to you guys enough just how much potential there is, and you need to just seize it now so that you don't miss out and you don't lose in the long term, because a lot of you guys are thinking short term. You need to think long term when it comes to Amazon Australia. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are watching from, and I'll see you guys in the next one.